of sexual energy. Now, what happens for the man if a woman opens up to this energy flow? What happens for him is if he comes with one pointed focus, devotion, entering when the woman says yes, when the yoni opens to receive him, what happens is that he gets taken way beyond his comfort zone, what he's familiar with, and it feels to him like he is penetrating into infinity. Mm-hmm. There is no end to where this can go. And so then, as the woman's sexual energy starts to flow into Kundalini energy, the energy of awakening, that energy starts to ripple through his body. It looks a bit different in a man's body. It tends to be a bit more centered right through the center of the spine. And in a woman's body, it tends to be much more round and quite expansive in its expression. But it's the same energy, and the woman's opening, her receptivity, catalyzes in the man his opening to the unknown and to the mystery. And so, in that way, both of us can move into a deep surrender to the divine in our lovemaking. And so when I work with men, I help them to get in touch with their own feminine, with this quality of receptivity in their own bodies. As soon as they've found that receptivity in themselves, then the true masculine comes out and can really meet the feminine. But the masculine needs to also learn how to be receptive. Otherwise, he's just focused on what he needs to do, and he doesn't hear where the feminine is calling him. And so a lot of the work that I do in my practice is about the relationship, the communication between the feminine and the masculine in us and in our relationships. So here is an example. I have a client come to me, and he says to me, I have spent the last 15 years of my life working myself silly so that I could earn enough money so that I now have more money than my family could ever spend. I thought that I was doing it for them, and then I went to announce this to my wife, and she said, thank you very much, I'm divorcing you. And so he comes to me like, what is going on? And I said to him, have you ever thought about asking your wife whether this was what she wanted? Oh, never thought about that. And so that is very characteristic of what tends to happen in this relationship between the feminine and the masculine in the world, and between men and women, is that the masculine looks around and decides, I want to serve my woman. Clearly what that means is what everybody else is doing. Earn money, get to the top of the next mountain. That's the way I can show her that I'm an alpha male. And doesn't check in with the feminine, what she really wants. And so how many of us check in with our feminine as to what she really wants? And so then we find ourselves expending large volumes of energy, climbing yet another ladder, and getting to the top and wondering, why did I do this? And what's it about?